How's it going, guys? I'm Aaron from PhoneDog.com, and another BlackBerry is in the house. The BlackBerry Torch 9810. It's here. It's available now on AT&T for $49.99, so it's a lot cheaper than that bold 9900, 9930, which is coming out on AT&T's competitors. Now, specs-wise, it has a 1.2 gigahertz Snapdragon processor, so definitely an improvement in the speed department. Same size display, 3.2-inch display, but it's a higher resolution display versus the old Torch 9800. 5-megapixel camera on the back, 1,270 milliamp hour battery with a little bit of a different battery cover and a slightly different color on the outside as well. It comes in this and comes in white. And like I said, it's available now at AT&T, and it's running BlackBerry 7. Now, can 7 compete with Android or iOS? We'll take a look at the review, but first, special thanks to my buds at Best Buy, because when you walk into Best Buy, you walk out working. They'll help you get your email, your web set up on this thing, so when you walk out, you're good to go. They hook us up with a lot of phones for use in our One Paw Bandit game, so we're always super appreciative for that. Enough of that, let's get into it. Into the phone app we go, and you can see here there are 3 tabs above. We get the dial pad, you get your call log, and there's the phone dog, because we apparently called the phone dog earlier in the 611. And of course you can access your contacts as well to dial them directly. Now what I really like is if I'm going to dial, you know, whatever, 435-3556, because like that's a real number, I can come in here and I can see extended search. Now if I had something, I had that number in an email or had that number in a text message, or let's say I sent something like the Monday morning meeting's been canceled to the staff, I can write Monday morning meeting, and it's going to bring up any emails that reference Monday morning meeting, along with text messages and things of that nature. Now if it can't find anything like that, it brings up the extended search, where you can see BlackBerry App World, Bing, Twitter, Facebook, and I can search via those applications. So it's a really well done search interface, and I can go back in here and go back to the dial pad, so you can see you can use this from obviously from the display itself, or you can dial on the keypad as well. So you've got your call log and then your contacts. And actually I want to show you the contacts while I'm thinking about it. I'll go in here to contacts and take a look at the phone dog just so you can see. So recent activity, it always brings up recent activity, so it's going to show text messages, phone calls, things of that nature. And then the phone dog, I can go in here and edit just so you can see the fields that I have as options. I can add a picture, I can do a title, company, I can add some fields here, job title, nickname. And so it's a well done interface, and it's definitely, you know, RIM's always done a great job on the BlackBerry devices with personal information management. And this is no exception. BlackBerry 7 still does a great job. And of course I can use that on-screen keyboard if I want to, just by closing it and hitting there, and then when I open it, auto closes. Now BlackBerry Pin I can put there, address, dates, birthday, anniversary, website, a lot of different fields. I can add a custom field if I want to. If I wanted to put in, you know, custom one, never talk to phone dog, never call phone dog, the phone dog. Never call the phone dog, he talks too much. And I can hit save, and then go back into phone dog, and then a custom field says never call him because he talks too much, so I always have that note. I'm just kidding, the phone dog never talks too much. He's my boy, he's my home slice, and my friend, and I love talking to him. So, not like it's even a real person, it doesn't even matter, but you get the idea with the interface there. And then of course I want to bring up the media so you can see here as well what comes out of the box. AT&T Music, Live TV, Slacker Radio, and they've done a decent job, you know, with AT&T Music and on some of the other BlackBerry devices like Amazon MP3. They're getting some sort of a media ecosystem, which is something they desperately need. And for people that are coming from the iPhone, from Android, or people that use iTunes in general, and they're like, I want my music on the phone, well, you can do it through BlackBerry's desktop application, download it on your PC or your Mac, and bring it over on this device, and you can put it in your music folder. So we have one here. We'll go ahead and run this one just so you can see what it looks like on the 3.2-inch display. Abbey Buffalo. Woo. Speaker's pretty decent. You can feel it vibrating on the back, and then of course you have a touch screen, so you can cancel it on the display. And you can go back just like that. Now I do like, you know, I use the 9930 for when I work out and I have my music pre-installed. So if I wanted something like Michael Jackson's Beat It, I can type in beat, and if it were on here, it would show up under the search results. And of course you have the extended search in here. So they really do a good job with search throughout the device. You can always search. And I really like that feature. So, you know, I go into settings, I can search for a specific setting. I go into music, I can search for a particular song. It's pretty well laid out, and it's something that I had forgotten how much I missed that until I got back into it. So it has a 720p HD, or camera that's capable of shooting 720p HD video, and a 5-megapixel still camera. We'll bring in some competition here. We're going to bring in the bold 9930, and we'll take a picture with it. And you can see, actually I'm going to turn the display on just so you can see. and we'll take a picture with a 5 megapixel camera. And obviously these are pretty unscientific tests, but you get an idea of what the display looks like. Now thankfully it has autofocus. You're going to see it focus in as I shift it around like that. You'll see it focus in on the keyboard. And then over here I can access my pictures, I can turn on GPS, I can turn on flash, and I can go into scene modes, which brings up auto, face detection, portrait, sports, landscape, things of that nature if I wanted to customize the pictures. I'm going to go ahead and close this, and then I'm going to bring it up, and I can either tap the display or I can press the trackpad. And we'll take a picture. So it's not going to be the best picture. I mean, I have 4 lights shining down right now on this. So it's a well-lit area, and if you're in a well-lit spot, you're outside, you're far enough away, I think it works fine. It's not going to be the best 5 megapixel camera in the world. It pales in comparison to the iPhone 4, a lot of the Android devices that have 8 megapixel cameras, Evo 4G, and even the 5 megapixel shooter that's on the Evo 3D. It pales in comparison to those. But you can get an idea. I mean, the keys are pretty legible, pretty easy to read. There's a little bit of blur, which you may not be able to see in the camera, but it picked up little things. Picked up a little hair there, apparently. We can get that out of the way. And then you can see the keys as well, see those pretty well. So, it's a decent camera, and again, the 720p HD video sample should be on the site today. So take a look at that, see what you think of the 720p. From my experience, when I've been working with it, I haven't posted any of these on the site just yet, but the displays, or the audio's pretty rough, the video's pretty decent. So keep that in mind when you're working with the camera. So we'll go out here and take a look. One of my favorite things about being back on BlackBerry Messenger. We'll go in here and take a look. And all of these people, I put in the pin on Twitter rather, and all these good people decided to friend me. So it looks like I have a lot of friends, but I really don't. And that's just kind of sad. The way I said that sounded kind of sad. But anyway, I'm going to write up my boy Dennis P. here. I'm going to write Dennis P. I'm going to say, hey Dennis P. Thanks. Hey, I like his status too. Visit phonedog.com. Not like this was staged or anything. Hey Dennis P. Thanks for being a Phone Dog fan. Thanks for loving Phone Dog. How about that? What do you think? Thanks for loving Phone Dog. I'm going to send this over to my boy Dennis, and I like his status. Visit phonedog.com with a smiley face. That's pretty impressive. So it's going to load up here, and the good thing about BlackBerry Messengers, for people that have Blackberries, it's a pin-based service. So you get a pin, a certain digit pin, and you can refer your other BlackBerry friends. And it's kind of like an instant messaging service, similar to iMessage, and actually that's what iMessage is copying on iOS. So it's pretty cool. Hey, not a problem. Thanks for loving Phone Dog, not a problem. So you see the idea, and of course now that I've read this, it's going to show an R for read and then D for delivered. So when you saw me send it to him, it showed D and then it switched to R. It's a real-time messaging service that's really handy when you want to send something on the fly. So you can send pictures, you can send video, and cool things like that. So, like I said, instant messaging service, it shows me as busy, and I can come in here and see that I have the status set to Torch 9810, and then I have my location as well. So, BlackBerry Messenger, cool service, and of course Twitter and Facebook pre-installed as well. And we got to get on the Twitter, and compose a tweet. Hello from 9810. And so we can bring it up and it'll say hello from 9810. So all in all, the Twitter app has been hugely improved over past iterations of Twitter for BlackBerry. And you can see there's my hello from 9810, and I can load that up and it shows Twitter for BlackBerry. It brings up my bio, my tweets, my followers, all that stuff in one simple menu, which is nice. And then of course the Facebook app has been updated as well, and it looks great. So I encourage you to check it out. And it looks really nice in this 3.2-inch display. So all in all, the BlackBerry Torch 9810 call quality has been very decent. Signal strength has been decent. It's not going to be the best one. I think Motorola takes the reign when it comes to call quality, but it's been a pretty decent one. The earpiece is nice and loud. We'll load up 611 actually so you can hear it. And I'm going to cover this up because it shows a number so you can get an idea. What it's like. Let's see if we can get a good... There we go. So you can hear what it sounds like. Come on, AT&T, answer the phone. Come on.
Thank you for calling AT&T about your wireless service.
So you can see, the speaker's nice and loud, and overall, the earpiece quality's been good. People say I sound fine. I haven't had any problems on my end. That said, the battery life, with moderate use, you should be able to make it through a day. It's a 1,270 milliamp hour battery on this bad boy. And combined with the fact that it's GSM and it's a little bit of a larger battery than what comes on the 9900 and the 9930, moderate use, you should be able to make it through a day. If you're a heavy user, grab a car charger or a spare battery. But all in all, you know, it's a nice improvement. And this is the first BlackBerry series. This, the 9900, and I'm assuming the Torch 9850, this whole BlackBerry 7/faster processor revolution that they're on. This is the first time where I'm like, hey, I could carry one of these BlackBerries as my actual device and be perfectly fine and not miss my iOS or Android device. Is it a revolutionary step? No, it's more evolutionary. But still, they're finally able to compete. And especially with this one, because of the lower price point, I think that this will attract a lot of people. Much more coverage to come on PhoneDog.com with the BlackBerry Torch 9810 on AT&T. Be sure to like us on Facebook, Facebook.com/PhoneDog. We're giving away a bunch of tablets as part of our greatest tech giveaway ever. We're really excited about it. We're doing that until September 29th. So get in there, like Facebook.com/PhoneDog, and enter our game using the sweepstakes link on our Facebook page. So be sure to check that out. Greatest tech giveaway ever. And be sure to follow me on Twitter with any questions, comments, thoughts you have, things like that at PhoneDog_Aaron, and on my personal Facebook page at Facebook.com/PhoneDogAB. Thanks so much for watching. I was going to try to load up the Facebook page. Let's see if we can get it to load up so you can see. There it is, PhoneDog.com. Yeah! Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.